I consider myself as a messy business owner. Today, I wanted to share with everybody here, about, AI, like some of the AI stuff. And, we have an AI guru that is in a community too. So soon we will be creating even like AI specific workshop towards the business. But today I was just like, okay, usually we do 3 weeks out of a month, and this week is like an extra month. And I just want to kind of share with, all the audience here, right? Whether you're watching the recording, because a lot of my clients are usually very busy. That's why they hire VAs. So not everybody's showing up. But again, I just want to give in like some information that I learned, about how to use AI. And AI has been running really, really fast. So, question for you, Anna, like, have you been using AI every day? Where are you with the relationship with AI? I found out that it's really, really useful, using AI. Again, I don't know what you use. So again, feel free to interact with me at any given time. If you have any questions or anything, I would go back to like very simple, like ChatGPT. Again, you can ask as many questions as you possibly could. And they said that on average, you should have the ChatGPT prompt should be at least a minimum of 21 words. On average, people are using only 9 words, and thus we're not really getting the output that we want. I recently even learned something. They said, oh, you wanted to use like, be the expert of, let's say, like for me, it's like Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins, right? As like the business advisor, creating viral posts, like the viral shareable post. I was like, oh man, I did not ever use the word viral and shareable post. And so by you adding those 2 words into it, the post turned into a different flavor. I need to share this with everybody, which is like, just use those words. Like, so for us, it's like viral, shareable, funny posts, because we wanted to make it a little bit funnier so that everybody will watch it. So, so that's what we have been using for like the prompts. Another thing too is, do you know that you can actually do ChatGPT on your phone? One, it is super duper useful. You can actually, but it's even better than translation. So I went away to Asia, and sometimes we don't understand what people are talking. You can literally like turn on ChatGPT and let it listen to you, and then you tell it to translate it immediately. And nowadays you can even use ChatGPT to learn language too. You can say, okay, can you teach me, can you teach, like I was doing this with my kids, like, okay, because my kids need to learn Mandarin because I'm Chinese. And we just tell ChatGPT, can you teach them one by one so that it will go back and forth. So you can easily just go here and, go right here. Oh, is it working? Yeah. Right here, there's a button right here, and you can just press this. And then you can start talking, and then it will just collect your thoughts. This is a pretty good way. This is a voice note. So there's a button, there's a button there you can just press, and now you're speaking with ChatGPT. Turn up the volume too. Hey, wow. ChatGPT, I would like to create a podcast about virtual assistant. Can you ask me questions while I'm recording this video?
Sure, I can do that. Let's start with the basic one. What inspired you to start a podcast about virtual assistants?
Because I would like to inspire more business owners to use virtual assistant, even though, it seems a little untraditional, and, you're working with somebody remotely in another country.
Those are some strong points. Can you share a success story or an example of how a virtual assistant has positively impacted your business?
Absolutely. I consider myself as a messy business owner. So I have a lot of ideas, but they're not organized. And as my virtual assistant, Grace, who's on the call, she just collect all my crazy ideas and put deadlines together and then follow up with me until they are completed. And I always tell her, if I don't get things done, it is her fault and not my fault. So I don't feel, guilty anymore, because, it's not my fault, right? So, but because of that, Grace always take it on very seriously, and I get more things done when she's around, and I feel like I've less scattered brain.
That sounds amazing. How do you find and select the right virtual assistant for your needs?
Thank you. So that's how you can use it for it. Can you translate what you just say in Mandarin for me?
当然可以。你是如何找到并选择适合你需求的虚拟助理的？
Can you speak that in Spanish for me too?
Tú encuentras y seleccionas el asistente virtual adecuado para tus necesidades.
Thank you. Yeah. So a lot of my friends nowadays, they actually will turn on ChatGPT and say, I would like you to act as my business advisor or marketing advisor or whoever they are, and get a name, and then literally like having a walk and just have a chat with ChatGPT. One of my YouTube, I pay a $30,000, initiate about a $50,000 course about how to, get YouTube viral. And one of the tasks that they say is, hey, just turn on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT ask you questions while you're recording, just like what we do right now. And after we get the video editor to cut the video out and turn it into a post. So I was like, wow, like you can really use it a lot. But I noticed that a lot of people doesn't really know that. And obviously we are teaching VA, not necessarily teaching AI, but I was like, okay, maybe today I should share that. So my husband doesn't read Mandarin. So what we did is I just turned on the, again, it's this button. It's this button right here. I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, it's this like headset button right here. Mm-hmm. And then we can literally put the sound, like to words like my mother, let's say my mother's talking, and afterwards they translate in English. And then I just pass it on to my husband. So I don't really have to do the translation anymore too. So it's very, very powerful. And like if you have like some challenges, whatever, again, the way that they speak is so conversational now, it doesn't feel like it was an AI. I know that like for me right now, my focus is like doing a lot of like videos, right? And a lot of time when you're doing videos, it's kind of tough because you have to look at the camera. But when I'm looking at the camera, I can see you. But if I'm seeing you and when doing the video, like you're not connecting with me, right? It's like, okay, what do you do? So then, the option for that is Descript. Have you heard about Descript? Like right now, I'm looking at you, right? So you can see my eye is not on the camera. So I always was like, oh man, I gotta look at the camera. And then I have to look at and then I was like, okay, I need to read the script, but I cannot it was such a huge thing for me. And then now I have my VA, just, so we use Descript for sure. Not really just video editing, literally just to help me move my eyeball. So in that way, we can get conversion rate because, I'm looking at the camera, you feel I'm connecting with you, right? So, and thus it works.